Never would have expected a setup, to be honest. First meeting.
Now I have retrieved the magistrate's message for me from the puzzle box. But it only points me to the Grand Library. There's no meeting time. I've solved the puzzle. The discs have been rotated, and the two symbols are now glowing. With this glowing light, a shadow is cast onto two other symbols. The black tortoise of the north to the city hall. And the time reads, the Shichin of Cho, and the wee hours of the morning.
So we've met already?
It's been 3 days. We both made it on time. Allow me to formally introduce myself.
Wait, does she
I'm
have 6
Jinshi.
stars on her back?
It brings me great joy to see you, Rover.
Yeah, hello.
An emergency forced me to leave, and I only had the time to prepare some tokens for you. Please pardon my lack of hospitality.
I'm not worried about hospitality. Does that emergency have something to do with the rats?
Yes. The Sentinel of Jinjo is currently absent.
Aren't they supposed to stay in their domains?
Correct. The Sentinels guide and guard humanity as a symbol of our civilization. When
She
the
does have
Legion's
6 on her
Sentinel
back.
goes absent, chaos is bound to ensue. As this news could lead to civil unrest, please keep it a secret. Jinjo's Sentinel Jue is being held captive by the Fraxidus. I had to postpone our meeting and put all my effort into finding its whereabouts.
Alright. I heard you can resonate with a sentinel.
Yes, our thoughts are connected, to a certain degree. I can sense his memories, feelings, and surroundings, though not very clearly.
Have you found it yet?
Unfortunately, I haven't. I can feel Jue is in danger. The good news is, I have figured out the culprit behind all of this.
Okay, is it Scar?
Precisely. The Fraxidus plans to advance another lament and cause disasters worldwide. Overseer Scar had several objectives upon infiltrating Jinjo. To track you down, to test your strengths, and to make you join their cause. To abduct Jue and to resurrect the Threnodian in advance.
Why me?
They must have discovered your value, likely from one of Jue's prophecies. If you join them, they'll gain significant power.
Alright.
Should you refuse to join, the Fraxidus will likely want to eliminate you, so you don't get in their way.
So it's either get destroyed or join the bad guys. I'll do it.
I have a plan to apprehend Scar. Once we capture him, the Fraxidus won't be that much of a threat to you for the time being.
Time being.
If you are willing to lend us a hand, I will ensure your safety during our cooperation.
I guess I'll be a good guy. And not a bad one. Bummer. Count on me.
Thank you for your trust, Rover.
I mean, count me in, not
Speaking
count
of
on
which,
me.
you seem to have already gathered a lot from the tokens.
Sure. I mean, I assume. Delete points to Fractidus.
Impressive, Rover.
And I learned more about the identity of the tokens.
The threat Jinjo is facing is far worse than meets the eye. One of the Threnodians will soon be reawakened.
And what are those Threnodians?
They are the enemies of human civilizations, born from the dark side of our collective consciousness. We must defeat them to protect all of humanity. We have been doing our best to prevent the disaster, but the Fraxidus is accelerating the Threnodians' revival.
This is such an awkward conversation between you and me. And it has something to do with me, yes?
Indeed. You have defeated the Crownless and absorbed its echo with your bare hands. It is the tacit discord that embodies the concept of warfare. Resentment of the fallen, fright of the ignoble, those are the emotions that lay ground for its birth. The Crownless is a tacit discord that possesses powers from the reviving Threnodian. Jinzhou is a border city with an unbreakable will and a strong spirit of resistance. However, we also fear the constant wars and loss of life, and the Threnodian can prey on that. You, however, you were able to defeat and absorb a Threnodian-related tacit discord with your bare hands and resonate with other TDs. Meanwhile, Huanglong's records mention a hero with similar powers who saved our nation during the Threnodian War. He is mentioned in literature dating back to Jinzhou's establishment. To uncover your true identity, this could be a helpful lead to pursue.
I mean, sure, I guess. You believe that person and I could be related in some way?
Yes, based on my own deduction and the prophecies of Jue.
Well, I know nothing about Jui in the Grug's spirits.
You mean the unfinished statue of Jue?
Yeah, sure. I think the dragon thing, right? I remember something when I saw it.
I see. Do you mind letting me know what you remembered? Since it's related to our sentinel, I might be able to help.
You told Jish about the bits and pieces that you remember or whatever.
The memories of which you speak.
Uh-huh. Yes, anything worth noting about
As I
them?
mentioned earlier, I can resonate with Jue, our sentinel. Your recollections, they align with what I've witnessed in Jue's memories.
Am I Jui?
Yes, I do remember seeing something similar. I believe it had truly happened in the past.
I mean, I do have the power of time. In other words...
In other words, you may be the person mentioned in our records.
I never would have thought
The
it.
unwavering presence by our sentinel's side, bonded by an unbreakable trust.
I don't reckon resonators can live that long.
Resonators tend to live a longer lifespan, but it is indeed unprecedented to live hundreds of years without any sign of aging.
Unless
So many
time
mysteries
travel.
about you remain unsolved, and your age is just one of the unknowns.
I don't know what I just clicked.
Sorry, but I don't know. Jue's last piece of information pointed to the Northfall Barrens, where you should find the Threnodian. I pray you will find your answers there.
Then I will go find the Threnodian.
The Threnodian is resurrecting, and our nation is in grave danger. This reminds me of the Threnodian War all too much. Perhaps this has something to do with your mysterious appearance in Jinzhou.
I mean, probably. You mean I showed up to protect Jinzhou like the historical hero did?
Not really. I don't plan to believe in a hero showing up out of nowhere and protecting us. I'm just presenting whatever lead I have about your past, as I know it is troubling you. I want to help you, and that is all there is to it.
I feel like it would have been cooler if it
Thank
had
you for
something to do with
considering
the
lending
past.
us a hand.
But like
Your
we
help
played
is
in the
much
past and then they
appreciated.
changed this into
But
the
please,
future.
do not feel obligated because of the information I shared. They are my people, and the responsibility to keep them safe should fall on no one else but my own shoulders. I am saying this because I have faith in my abilities, and even more so in the bravery of Jinzhou soldiers and our people.
I mean, with 6 stars on
You
your back, I
deserve to
get it.
make your own decision about this after uncovering your true identity. I appreciate everything you've done for us during the past few days, and perhaps even longer ago.
Sure.
Once it all settles, I am ready to accommodate and assist in whatever future decision you make. You can leave Jinzhou or the entire Huanglong if you wish. If you ever need me again, you need only ask. Let's keep this a secret between the two of us. How does that sound?
Like a plan. That's what it sounds like. And that's how we conspired
Scar,
against you,
you are
Scar.
now under arrest for committing multiple felonies in Huanglong. Do you have anything to say?
What do I want to say, huh? While I'd love to tell you another story, I guess that's not what you want to hear. Let's cut to the chase, Madam Magistrate. I'm getting bored already.
As am I.
Very well. You will answer only our questions from now on.
Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
What do I want to know? No, the first one's not interesting. Why are you obsessed with reviving the... That one seems slightly interesting. Let's do
The
that.
Threnodians. They hold the key to our ideal. Together, they will bring us the promised true lament. And we will embrace the new world that is bound to come. Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
It doesn't just repeat that? Okay, yeah, let's see. Why'd you kidnap Jew?
A sentinel such as Jue can predict and correct future events. It gets in our way of achieving our sublime vision.
Okay.
We merely wanted to topple the set future built on lies and take control of our own destiny.
I see.
Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
What on earth is the lament?
What is the lament? Disaster? Curse? Some kind of punishment? People only see the surface. The lament brings death, destruction, and countless reverberations. Reverberations that will be reflected, overlapped, and interwoven during the lament. They will be our salvation. The only path to a new life form and a new civilization. Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
I like to think of it like every time he asks, this is a new like timeline where we ask one question in different like types. Anyways, why are you following me?
Our goal has always been the same. We want you to join us.
Is that it? Why me?
Forces battle over you, causing all this strife. And yet you remain unaware of your own worth. Are you really that naive? Or are you just dense?
I'm pretty
Whatever.
both.
Our interest in you is not affected by such trivial matters.
Okay.
Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
Well,
Our
let's go back to
goal
this
has
one
always
because I want
been
to
the
see what the
same.
other option if I say what
We
if I don't.
want you to join us.
Let's see. Please skip over that. And if I say no,
Too bad. We will then be forced to kill you by any means necessary.
I mean, we already knew
But
that.
I'm sure you'll willingly come to us when the time arrives.
I might if it allows me to. That
Sure,
would be kind of
why
cool.
not?
Give you the
What do you
option to
wanna
be a
know?
bad guy or a good guy. Change the outcome of the story. I'm done with him.
You kidnapped Jue and revived the Threnodian, accelerating the next lament. This is proof enough that you are the enemy of Jinzhou and all humanity. Stop dreaming you can force Rover to join you. He is our honored guest, and I will not allow any harm to come his way.
How confident you sound. As the Threnodian's resurrection approaches, Jinzhou is barely holding on. How much longer do you think you can keep up this facade?
Thank you for your concern. We have crushed your schemes once, and we can do it again. I have one last question for you. Abducting Jue, stalking Rover, and setting up an ambush in Cheecher Village. You couldn't have accomplished that all on your own.
That was obvious.
Unless I'm not the only overseer in Jinzhou, right?
Yeah, it's obvious.
I have answered all your questions with full honesty. I don't mind you knowing because it won't make any difference. You can try to stop us with all you have, but it's too late to change the course of history. Now, I have one question for you.
Yes.
You seem convinced we caused the disappearance of Jue. What if I told you there was more to it? Would you be curious?
Kinda.
About Jue. What else do you know?
Come closer and I'll tell you, Madam Magistrate.
It's a trap.
It's a secret for your ears only.
How dare you! Madam Magistrate, I do...
No, it can't be.
Shocked, aren't you? But there's more.
Uh-huh.
What if I told you your sentinel had made this prophecy a long, long time ago? Your all-seeing sentinel abandons you now, of all times. Need I say more? We're merely adding a touch of extra fuel to the fire that will soon consume all.
It seems like a lot, but I'll take it.
Rover, care for a wager?
Sure.
I know you've been searching for answers about your past, and I've got news for you.
Uh-huh.
Watch out!
You are one of us, the Black Lambs, and you have been chosen to join us, ushering in the new world. Once you discover what you really are, you will come to us with no hesitation.
We'll see.
The Fraxidus awaits your arrival with open arms. And I look forward to that day in sincere anticipation.
Scar's put in jail. What does Scar tell you?
Sorry, Rover. What he mentioned about our sentinel is highly sensitive.
That's fine, I
I
don't
cannot
care.
disclose it yet. Not before verifying it myself. Is it a ploy to create distrust among us? Or... I must first find our sentinel to uncover the truth.
How important is Jue?
Jue is the guardian sentinel of Jinzhou. It is responsible for assisting Jinzhou's magistrate in administrative affairs, while I am the final decision maker. Without the assistance of Jue, I cannot guarantee I am always making the best choices for my people.
Why are you so sure Jue is right?
Jue can predict the future, and up to this point, every one of its prophecies have been proven true. While justice may not be universally agreed upon, Its decisions have consistently served the best interests of Huanglong.
Alright, perhaps it left and said future
For
right.
that, I suppose we will have to talk to it in person to find out. In addition, Rover, Jue once told me to deliver a message to you, to the Awakened One. When raindrops fall upstream, please head to the Northfall Barrens and seek General Jian of the
General!
Midnight Rangers. I suppose so. General Jian is currently battling another TD outbreak in the Northfall Barrens, which will also serve as our front line against the Threnodian. But the ongoing war has made it a very dangerous place to go.
Makes
Since
sense.
you won't need to go there right now, not until when the raindrops fall upstream. I know you're here for clues about your true identity. And I don't want you to leave the city empty-handed. Have you heard about the Black Shores, Rover?
Nope. Never once.
It's an organization shrouded in mystery, with a secretive membership process and members who usually keep their identities hidden. Upon your awakening, one of their members discreetly contacted me to gather information about you. But please don't worry. The Black Shores developed a special lament prediction system and has established partnerships with countries worldwide. While operating in secrecy, they are not an extremist group like the Fraxidus. They have been monitoring the situation in Jinzhou to provide assistance when needed. Thanks to their extra help, my meeting with you went smoothly. This Blake bloom
Flower.
is their symbol. The Black Shores members usually wear it on their person.
Wouldn't that make him easy to spot?
Yes, I suppose it does make them stand out. On the other hand, they presumably possess extraordinary abilities to stay anonymous. This photo is yours to keep. I will return with Jue shortly, and the Black Shores may be worth your try during this time.
Agreed.
Rover, are you all right?
Why did I have one? I saw something. I was wearing a black bloom.
I see. The Black Shores must have a deep connection to your past. Since you are likely being closely monitored by the Fraxidus now, I suggest keeping an eye out for the Black Shore members. They could prove to be your valuable allies. I'll do my best to find Jue and tell you everything I learned from it once I return. This is my promise.
Alright, I'm counting on you.
Yes. Please leave it to me.
Okay. Hopefully, that was the end of that, because I have to cut that episode and make it, like, shorter. It's not the end of
Sanhua.
this.
Yes, Madam Magistrate.
I will be going on a temporary leave. During my absence, please help me handle my responsibilities in Jinzhou.
Understood. Should I continue protecting that rover?
Nah. I'm pretty good without you.
No need. Both Chan Li and I will be away, and there will be more than enough paperwork for you to handle.
Alright.
Is Lady Chongli leaving for the capital? Please pardon my intrusion, but he just faced an ambush in the Central Plains. What if...
Regarding that
I mean,
incident,
I survived.
we
on that
tried
one.
to warn him about the
When you were
Fraxidus,
there, you didn't do
but
anything.
they were more cunning than we thought. If he runs into another powerful enemy like Scar, he'll eventually have to confront them on his own.
Yeah, I will.
Sanhua, you can place more trust in Rover and me.
Understood. I will.
I just noticed
My
you have
lady.
a beauty mark.
No matter what happens, my sword is always yours.
Both the interrogation and my appointed meeting with Rover have already finished.
Scar only needed the two of you as his audience. We already knew what he wanted, and we let him have as much.
Who are you?
He
I don't know why you
decrypted
seem
every
evil to me.
message we intended to convey. It's only proper you meet him in person, as the one who crafted those puzzles. Such intricate puzzles. I guess only Rover has the patience to solve them all.
No detail is too small. I'm sure he understands.
That's not. I didn't see the dragon in the
not seeing
archive
the
before.
opponent heightens the thrill of the game. If everything goes according to the prophecies of Jue, I will meet him in person eventually. So, what did our captive from the Fraxidus tell you about Jue?
That Jue had predicted I will have to fight it one day. A fight that will shape Jinzhou's future.
Holy crap! Like I haven't played in
Well,
such a
that
long time
is
that pop-up showed up
unexpected.
twice for like, oh,
But
you should be
you
playing.
don't seem
or
all
messing
that
with your team, it's
surprised,
timed
do
out.
you?
I'm like, that's a long time.
Can't say I am. I had suspected as much from our previous conversations, and the message it left me. His words only confirmed it.
Where was it when you last sensed its presence?
It was in Mount Firmament. Unlike Jinzhou City, that mountain is still resting in stillness.
The place where the first people of Jinzhou lived, and where Jue first manifested before us humans.
I'll find Jue and bring it back as soon as possible.
Our enemies could have planned it as a trap. We have a bigger goal to focus on, remember?
I understand. I will not let anything or anyone disrupt the peace in Jinzhou.
Would you let what you heard from Scar sway your determination?
No. He cannot ever turn me against Jue. If anything, his words only confirmed my theory. I am the magistrate of Jinzhou, appointed by the Sentinel itself. The prophecy speaks of a decisive incident for Jinzhou's future. My job remains unchanged. I will fulfill my duty as Jinzhou's magistrate.
Is that your final answer?
A single strand's neglect births mountainous upheaval. You taught me that. Remember, the safest option is for me to go in person.
Very well. Since we are already mid-game, I will let you decide our next move. This time, I shall be a pawn in your hand. Remember, I will always stand by your side, in this crisis or any other.
Such a long story.
Am I a player?
All I wanted to do was
Or
make a
a mere
20-minute
pawn?
video. I guess I'm just gonna make an hour
I
long
suppose
video.
there is no difference at this point. No matter what, I will do what I must.
Finally, quest complete. That was crazy. That was fun. That was something. I really did enjoy it, except for the fact that I had to wait and hear everything forever. But good story, good moment. Gosh, he's been waiting here forever. That he went into his like dance state. Ooh, level 21. Let's claim this first. Oh, I can't. Proceed. I don't know what that is, but I'll track it and I'll do it next time.